I wish I was the lady of the lake so that I could just lift this slowly in front of the camera to show everybody that I now have a sword. In my possession is a replica sword. Is it a real sword? No. Can I use it to kill a man? Not traditionally, no. I don't think I could stab anybody with this. I do think, you know, if need be, I could defend myself with my baby. I don't want to though, because she's so beautiful, you know? She's so nice. I don't know if any of you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, literally anywhere on social media. A few weeks ago, I don't even remember what time it is because time is an illusion and I don't understand it. I posted a video about how annoyed I was by this little space above my Middle Earth poster because I was really annoyed by it and it was so high up that making art to put up there, or at least drawing up there, is kind of difficult. And I said that I wanted to fill the space up with a sword. So this was a magical moment for me because I found it at Comic-Con and it was on sale because there's like a dumb little dent in it and I'm like, you fools don't want a replica sword because of a dent, just put it like this. No one needs to see it. No one needs to know. And so now this is above my Middle Earth poster and I really want another sword. Desperately want another sword now. Now that I have one sword, I want more swords. And frankly, if it was a real one, I couldn't hold it like this anymore, but I would love it to the day I die. I feel like I deserve swords. I feel like I seem like the kind of person who should own more swords, frankly. This room looks like it deserves at least 5 swords. And now I have 1, so accomplished. I have a few things to talk about in Comic-Con. Now, originally this was going to be a very short vlog style video about me going to Comic-Con a second time. This is my second time selling art at Comic-Con and I'm really excited. If I thought I did well last year, frankly, I'm embarrassed to think that because this year I did so well. So yeah, I'm gonna try to edit a bunch of the footage because it is now officially Wednesday. It is the Wednesday after Comic-Con. Comic-Con was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was 100% exhausted. I still am. I just did a bunch of stuff yesterday. I have so much more to do. I naively thought that this week would be somewhat free before I have to go off to the United States to work on a mural, and that was frankly hubris. It was foolish, ridiculous. I don't know what other word to use because I have not had any free time to do anything except work on things because I have so much to do in between then and now. So I think I'm just going to show you guys all of the footage that I have, maybe ramble on about some things that are a little unnecessary, and then talk to you guys about my experience at Comic-Con a little bit at the end, and then, you know, call it a day. And hopefully you guys liked watching me struggle to get ready for Comic-Con and you enjoyed some of the advice, and it's a good video. And if nothing else, I hope you enjoyed my sword. This is probably a weird place to start the video, but a lot of the prep happened and can be seen in my February vlog for when I did Manga Criolla, so this is just me working on what outfits I was gonna wear. I don't have any paperweights, so I'm using a yo-yo, my little owl that I put my pins in, a random little cup that I have things in, and my rosary heart thing from communion. So I did a test on just a regular sheet of paper, and it has like little pieces that didn't fully transfer, and the corners are kind of lifting up a lot. But the image transferred correctly, so I know that's right. And I think if I do it on fabric, it'll stay more, because this was just a random sheet of paper for a test. So let's see. All right, so I'm transferring it onto a very old shirt, and because I didn't want to transfer it to the actual hoodie, 1, because if it sucked, then I couldn't take it off, and 2, because it has a design on it, and I think it would show through even if it was good. So I'm doing it now here, and I think I'm gonna iron it way longer than I ironed the other one, and I'm gonna wait longer for it to cool off just to make sure that it's fully on. And this is what it currently looks like. I just peeled off the paper off of it, and it stuck pretty well. None of the edges have any missing pieces, and outside of it being a little warped up here, I think it's perfect. I am very excited to try to put this on the actual hoodie. Since adding boning to my last corset top went really well, I decided to add it to my Esmeralda costume to give it more structure, and I pinned the avatar one to my hoodie, so I will be able to sew it eventually. So it's the day before the end of the month of February, and I just wanted to very quickly talk about what I'm going to be doing for the month that's coming up, since I have to get ready for Comic-Con in April, and then I'm leaving the country. So April's going to be very busy, and because of that, March is going to be very busy as well, so that I can get ready for everything that's happening in April. So it's kind of a prep month for me. I have a couple of projects that are not related to Comic-Con, and then I have some things that I want to finish before Comic-Con so that I can wear them that day. Since I said that I want to be able to work on more conventions, I have an ongoing Google Doc list of people to email to try to get into things, because I want to get into at least 4 by the end of the year, and the number 4 is kind of getting difficult. I am constantly sending out emails and feelers just to see when they're even going to happen, if they do, and I haven't been really all that successful in getting a thing back just yet, but I'm not really going to worry about it until Comic-Con is over. And also, I have a driving test tomorrow, and I'm very scared.
Look out, Bikini Bottom! There's a new driver on the road!
I'm not going to talk about any of this since it's not really related to what I'm doing in the video. I just wanted to show you guys that I have a table. I had to get one for the convention that I have in May. And let me get this out of the way. These are 2 things that I'm currently working on for, at least by Comic-Con, not necessarily for Comic-Con, because I have decided that I want to wear only things that I made or that has my art on it for Comic-Con. And so I'm fixing up my Esmeralda. I don't want to call it a corset because it's not really a corset, but I added boning. The vest thing that I made for Halloween, I'm fixing it up because it was really messy on the inside, and I added structure. And I am finishing up my little hoodie because I decided that I wanted to add iron-on patches, except all of the iron-on patches that I looked at, they don't ship to my location, and if they do, it's like a really big shipping cost. So I decided that I'm just going to experiment with the iron-on sheets that I found, and I'm going to see if I can make little patches, and that also gives me an excuse to figure out whether or not I want to include tote bags with my art on it by Comic-Con, if I can get them done in time. So yeah, as of today, outside of freaking out because I have a driver's test tomorrow, I am really hoping to just get a bunch of little things done, order some things if I can, because for the most part, everything that I need to get for Comic-Con is already in these boxes. Everything's ready to go. I printed out or ordered any of the stickers that I might have sold out of that did pretty well, that I think I can sell at Comic-Con again. I'm debating whether or not I should make more zines, since I would have to go to the printing place, but I think I will, just so that I can get them done before May, because the May convention is really focused on comics and zines, and so I want to have more of those for that convention, so I might as well get them now. I'm just going to iron on, these are for the Avatar hoodie, I'm going to iron them onto an old sheet, and then I'm going to be, this is a practice for the tote bag. It's really small, and it's just my design. I don't really have any more white canvas to practice this on. I'm thinking of just putting it directly on the mini tote bag that I have for like crafts, just to see how it would hold up. But I want to be able to like de-stress it and figure out how long it'll take before it disintegrates, just to see if it works. Like, can people wash it and do stuff with it? I don't normally wash my tote bags. I usually do it by hand, but if they put it in the machine, I want to be able to test it. So now I'm gonna eventually just stitch these to them, and I've made my own little patches. Practiced on making a tote bag just because I want to be able to see how sturdy it is, and I ended up making 2 just so I could see how the type would work. So I have the sun, which is the thing that I actually want to be a tote bag print, and then I have my women with swords because I wanted to see if it would work. I think it could be cute, but only if it's like a rectangular tote bag. So I have to see what they have at the store first. I don't know. I don't know if it's worth making them by myself, or if I should make them but then specify, hey, you can't put this in the dryer. I'm gonna see how it does underwater in the washing machine after a while, once it's fully dry, just to give it, you know, a shot, a chance. And if it works, then I might make some of these before Comic-Con. I've put this test tote bag through the wringer. And after drying it, it does start to peel off. So I think I'm gonna scrap the tote bag idea unless I can figure out a better way to print my designs on tote bags. I don't even have tote bags. I don't even know why I'm practicing this, but it was a good idea while it lasted. All right, so it's still March and I'm not really all that worried about getting things done in time for Comic-Con because like I said, I already had that event in February, which means that I pretty much have most of the stuff ready to go. I still want to go print and make some more zines, but right now I'm just focused on making sure that my display is as nice as possible because I worked out some of the kinks from February. So I'm going to try to make support for this so that I can have it kind of like a step ladder and I can put all of my stickers on it. I'm keeping this as like 4 squares because once I have the other set of zines, it's going to be 4 little mini zines. And then out of this box, I'm going to try to not necessarily put it in half because it's not going to be even, but I'm going to try to put the bigger comic on one side and then my bookmarks on the other. Okay, so now it's the same as in February, except I made these little tiny like cardboard boxes to prop it up so it's like a ladder, like I said earlier. I'm probably just going to end up using those as paperweights later, but at least I have them. I'm going to keep this one exactly the same for all my zines, and then I made this. Obviously, it is not painted, and I'm not going to do that today, but it's there. All right, I finished this. Is it necessarily pretty? No, it's not. But I don't really care about that because it's just gonna hold bookmarks and zines, you know? I'm gonna put all of my little mini zines here. Hopefully, if I can go printing soon, then I will actually have 4. If not, I'm gonna be really annoyed that there's like a wonky little space that doesn't have anything in it because since I'm gonna put bookmarks in this, there's gonna be nothing in there. And then I'm gonna have this for stickers, just like last time. I tried to fix the cardboard thingy that I made for this just to make sure that it stayed elevated because it kind of drooped during my February con. And then I have my little pins in this one. So that's the display so far. I'm gonna do a little test with everything in it once I have everything printed and ready right before I pack, but I am kind of done with this part of Comic-Con prep. Not gonna lie, I thought the time-lapse footage of me folding and binding some of my zines was gonna look a little more aesthetically pleasing. It didn't, but it was either this or the full version of me doing one of them where you can hear the Goofy movie in the background. So let's just keep this. For most of the zines, I just ended up using staples, but for the bigger ones, the size was not allowing me to use the regular staples in a way that looked nice, and I didn't want to use my regular sewing thread because it just didn't look as sturdy. So I ended up binding the Beauty and the Beast zines with my white embroidery floss, and I think it looks really pretty. I finally got one of those little wagons so that I can cart all my stuff around, and I need you guys to know that I desperately looked for those car edits that car guys like to post on Instagram just so that I could flex this wagon, but I kept getting copyright striked, so yeah, I need you to pretend that it's there.
Sparkle, sparkle.
I am admittedly a little frustrated because my table isn't as big as the ones at Comic-Con, and I can't use the downstairs table right now. And so I'm trying to figure out where everything should go now that I made more boxes, and it feels more clunky than I originally imagined, and I don't know if I like it just yet. Obviously, I keep telling myself the table isn't as long as the one at Comic-Con, so I'm gonna have more room over there. I have these as my sticker setup, and I wish that was higher up, but it's not. It's one of those frames that doesn't have anything in the back, so I don't know how to do that without causing a collapse. So it's just there for now, but it annoys me because this is sort of blocking it. I'm hoping that if my table is longer, that won't be an issue and people will be able to see both of them. But for now, that's really annoying. I need to figure out how to fix that if it becomes a problem in the actual venue. Then I have my pins. They're cute. I don't mind them being there. I have my thing here. I was originally going to have this be separate, but once again, space issue. I don't know how it's going to work, so I put them together like a step ladder, basically. And the little boxes that I made might not be enough if you add this one in, so I put in the ones that I use for my stickers, and hopefully that'll be stable enough because it's Comic-Con, so I'm not going to be in an open air. There's not going to be any wind, but I am somewhat clumsy, and I worry that if somebody wants a sticker or something, that I'll push everything down when I move around it. So there it is, and I'm keeping this in place with the with this extra box that I have. And I don't know, I mean, no one can tell from this side, so maybe that'll work and I'll bring it with me anyway. Obviously, I have the binder with everything in it. I'm not going to change anything here. I don't know what to do with this because it's really just a repeat because I put my QR code in pretty much every corner so that anyone can see it. But I will figure out whether or not I like it here later. If not, I'll probably just pin it to the front of the table, but I don't know yet. More business cards. I have 2 on each side. Then I have the box that I made for my bookmarks and my big zines, and obviously the little zines go up here. I don't know how I feel about the sticker setup just yet because I like that this one only has my little angel stickers. But here, I feel like the ones in the back just aren't as visible. And obviously, if you're going to come to my table, you're going to see, right? This is your point of view. You're probably going to see them. And if not, you're probably going to see them here and point at the one that you like if you didn't see it here. I hope that's clear. It worked out for me at my last fair, but then that last fair was open air and I had to move my setup a lot. So I don't know if that impeded me from getting more sales. I don't know yet. But for now, that's where I'm keeping it because that's what I did last year. I have no idea where I'm going to put my boy Vincent because I know that I want to bring him this time, and if I have room and space, I want him to be holding that little sign this way, but it all depends on how big the Comic-Con table is because I can't really practice that right now. I do not remember how tall the tables and chairs were at Comic-Con. I just remember they were like the metal chairs, and there were 2 of them because it's supposed to have room for me and the person who's coming as my assistant. I'm kind of just hoping that I don't look this small in real life when I'm selling things, because from what I can see in my camera, it's just my head. And this setup is so nice. I don't want to change it because I look so small. It's not my fault I have a tiny little torso. It's giving Hobbit, which, I mean, I am going to dress as one. So would that be the worst thing for my brand? No, but it's going to be really hard to see.
But it's becoming increasingly obvious I can deny it no longer. I am small.
I also made more little pins just so that I could have somewhat of a big number of them since I sold out of them last time. But I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how to price them, I think. I keep changing it. You guys know the onion, yes? I just found out that the little cup that I've been using to put in my USB drives, tomate. Frankly, now I want another one. Do I know what to put in it? No. But I want another little vegetable fruit thing. They're so cute. I love stealing things from the kitchen that aren't mine. I genuinely wish that I had so much more time for myself at conventions so that I could just buy more stuff and film myself going to the booths because it's so pretty even though it's overwhelming. So I just showed this little time lapse of me journaling it in my sketchbook so that I can show you guys the cute little Frankenstein sticker I got and all the business cards from everyone else, and also maybe a bit of a sneak peek for Mythological May. I am positive there were some really fantastic prints by other artists out there that I should have bought, but I didn't really have the time. I did, however, buy a few things, which I thought I should at least show you guys before I talk about everything else. I got this little baby. I'm not gonna take it off the thing, but look, a little bird. There's a little bird baby. I'm gonna put the names of everyone on the thing downstairs in the description. Downstairs in the description of my video, just because I thought everyone should see them, but I'm not gonna remember all the names off the top of my head right now because I put the business cards somewhere else. So I got this for free actually. A guy that stopped at my table and bought some stuff from me gave me this, and he was just carrying literally a Tupperware container full of little 3D thingies. So like I bought this one, but he had more stuff. He also had a little cow. I did consider the cow. I also bought this. This one's not even technically for me, it's for my sister. I just put it on here so that I would remember. But look how cute this little keychain is. I got it from my table neighbor, who has also sent me a link to where I can get cheaper grid cubes, which I desperately need, so I need to get on that soon. I just don't have time to really plan out a table setup, so hopefully they'll still be there by the time I come back. One of my friends from high school also had a table there with a group, and I bought this pin of the Lotus tile from Avatar, and the one that I was really excited for because I followed them on TikTok, I got this little mug, and I think it's really cute. I got this little mug mainly because their whole thing is talking about Puerto Rican history. They're making a book and I think like card games based on it, and I really wanted this mug before they sold out because I saw it and I wanted it. Do I drink coffee? No. And yet out of sheer I don't know if I want to say patriotism, I'm agreeing with this statement. Final thoughts about Comic-Con is freaking fantastic. Really, it really was. I mean, as always, there are always a few hiccups. There are always some things that I could do better at for next year. And I'm keeping a running list, but I think the video that I uploaded last year was actually really helpful when I made myself a list of things that I should think about for next year. I followed it to a T, and I think I was correct and it was right. I loved this year. There's always some things that I could do to be more efficient, but I think I did really well. Especially on the stickers front. Let me show you guys. They cleaned me out. They cleaned me out of my stickers, and very grateful for it, but they cleaned me out. So by the thing that I have on May, the Feria, the comics that I have in May, I really need to work on my display and fixing up everything because I have so much to do. It's not even funny. They cleaned me out. So these are paper stickers that I can print here with my sticker paper if need be. So not that worried about getting these done. If I do any of them, I don't know yet because I don't think it's gonna be as big an event as Comic-Con, but it is a 3-day event, so I wanna be ready. They cleaned me the heck out. These are the only ones that I have left that has more than like 5, I think. And paper stickers cleaned out. And then in terms of the glitter or the gloss stickers, I'm also pretty cleaned out. I think all of these at most, there's only like 8 left. For you, there's only 8 left. There's only 4 left of this one. Don't even know how much left there is of this one. I did inventory yesterday, cannot remember. I just know that it's not that many. And I think once I sell out of them, I'm gonna discontinue them just because they're not my most popular. But they did a valiant effort and they're almost out. The angel stickers, gone. This is the only one left of the like throne angel sticker, so like the ones that are like wheels with a bunch of eyes. And the only reason that I have this one left is because there was a girl who really wanted to buy it, and she said she was coming back to my table, and so I didn't take it out of the display case like I did with some of the other ones to just sell those. But she never came back, so there's only one left of this one. But I did reorder the angel stickers literally this morning because insanity. There's only like 4 left of this one. There's like 7 left of this one, and I think the only reason there's still 7 is because I ordered more of this one than any of the other ones because of the event in February where they just sold out. In terms of sun, this is the only sun left. The one in the display case, only one left. The moon, I think I have 10 left because people usually bought them together, but she was more popular, obviously. But the moon, also I literally ordered these 2 together this time. So hopefully they won't run out again. I still have a few of these ones. This one was more popular than this one, but I still have quite a few, so I'm not gonna restock them anytime soon. This one, even though I only ordered like 20 individual stickers, I got so many extras when I was prepping for the February convention that I still have a few, so I'm not worried about it. There's only like 10 left of my Black Phillip. I have not reordered them yet just because I want to wait for the May event to happen first and then we'll see. But I'm probably going to reorder them anyway because they do pretty well and I love him. Aang and Kyoshi were, I think, my most popular thing. I think anyone who walked by my table either directly came to see my angels or they came to see the Avatar stickers. Sold out, almost sold out. These 3 are the ones that I think have the most shot of surviving my event in May. In terms of zines, I think the Legends of Puerto Rico one, so Leyendas de Puerto Rico zine did really well. I only have 4 left of them. The other zines, they did pretty okay. One of them is definitely my least popular one, but I'm gonna keep them around until I sell them out, but I'm not gonna print extra of them unless I see that they're wanted at a certain event, so that one's done. The Beauty and the Beast one, a lot of people like them, but I think because the Beauty and the Beast one is like slightly more expensive, like larger, people just sort of left it there a lot of the time. I'm still bringing them out because I love them. I love them. I'll print them more if I think I need to print them more. I'll stop printing them if I don't think anyone wants them. I haven't tried on Etsy yet, so maybe, you know, maybe people like it on Etsy more than they like it in real life. I don't know yet, because that tends to happen with a lot of my stuff. I think, oh, this is doing really well on Etsy, I'm gonna bring it to the convention, and then no one wants it. I don't know what's going on with that. Different target audience, I guess. I don't know. In terms of prints, I was delighted this year that the Arwen and Aragorn style, the Kiss print sold really well. It did really well. I think it was my most popular print, which I think is really funny because last year at Comic-Con, no one wanted it. Least popular print. I only brought it with me because I had so many of them and I was like, well, you know what, maybe somebody will buy one. Most popular print by far of the entire convention season this time. And you know what, maybe it was because I was dressed like a hobbit on Saturday. I'd like to think that there's a correlation. I don't know yet. While I'm also at it, in case you saw my other video, the video I posted before this about how Christina Ricci was coming and I drew Wednesday Addams. She didn't come. There was a conflict with the Yellow Jackets filming and she couldn't come to Comic-Con. I literally got the notification after I had already posted the video and so she never got to see my sketchbook. She never got to see it. However, Gabriel Luna was there. Most of you guys probably know him as Tommy from The Last of Us and he was very, very nice. Incredibly nice. Met him twice. That rhymed. He stopped at people's tables. He had like a security detail with him. I think his Comic-Con wouldn't let him just shop, you know, in peace. But he went to my table and he was super nice. He went to my table on Saturday when I was in my little Hobbit costume and he said I looked like I came out of a forest glen, and then I showed him that I was dressed as a Hobbit because I showed him my little ring and he made little Lord of the Rings jokes and he said that my art is really witchy and that he thinks my art is beautiful, and I was like, I pledge my allegiance to you, sir, forever. Just know that. Incredibly nice man. Incredibly nice. He saw me again on Sunday. Incredibly, he remembered me and he said that he liked my Captain America hoodie, which I've had since like 2012, so. Incredibly nice person. I pledge my allegiance to him until further notice. Oh, and also the last thing that I want to mention is Mythological May. If you follow me on anywhere in social media, then you've probably seen me do Mythological May. It's kind of an excuse for me to draw every day of May without having to do mermaid exactly, just because I love drawing mermaids, but I don't love drawing mermaids every single day of May. I get really exhausted after a while. I don't care for it. I'm more of a witch girl, you know? And for May, whenever I tried to do mermaid, it always felt like a struggle. And so I like using May as an excuse to do more things. This year, I made a list of 31 mythological creatures, and I'm gonna try to turn them into stickers for my shop. And I'm also gonna try to just draw more animals in general, so that I can include them in my children's book publishing portfolio. So I'm gonna be sharing the prompt list soon, and if you guys wanna be a part of it, it has a hashtag. You can tag me. I just really wanna see cool art, and if you wanna do it with me, then, you know, I'm gonna be posting the prompt list, and it's gonna be fun. So if you liked this video and you wanna see more from me, even if I'm not gonna be constantly uploading, then just check out my other videos, follow me on social media. I'm definitely posting more frequently on TikTok or whatever, because, you know, they're short videos and they don't take as much planning. So you should follow me on social media. I'm Gaby Diaz Ortiz on literally everything. It's my name. I'm on everything. My Etsy is Gaby Diaz Ortiz Art Shop. It's the only one that I think is slightly different than anything else. I think you guys should like and subscribe, because that would be nice. And you should watch my other videos, because that would also be nice. And hopefully you guys can like my sketchbooks or any of the tutorials that I have, or any of my art market vlogs, because I do want to do that more frequently now that being at cons and festivals is something that I really want to be a part of. So that would be nice. So yeah, have a nice day.